Welcome back to the Dark Eagle Light. Welcome back, people of the internet. Today I'll continue the dark story of Tokyo Dark. Last time we were doing a fetch quest of finding a book, and now we're going to be meeting one of our old friends back in the dodgy part of Tokyo. I could say there's a lot of the dodgy parts of Tokyo. Now, I only can get away with saying that I've actually been there. Back here. We seem to always be coming back to this place. Hey, I'm Nami. How can I help you today? Hey, Daisu. How are things? Oh, same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asakusa today. Haruto? You mean Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows? It was pretty random. Huh? Who would have thought? So he's still selling takoyaki at his stand. Did he say anything? He said to remind you that takoyaki stands are the future of cuisine, and that you should go and help him. Yeah, you talk to Haruto, alright. Always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor to ask you. Do you still have the book your brother gave you a few months ago? Eh? The only thing that guy gives me is headaches. Not sure if I can help you, Ayami. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. Oh, well, why do you think I was in the hospital? I don't even go to the hospital for checkups. Besides, Dad don't bring me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me into kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come here and ask. Oh, no, it's fine. That idiot. Always running his mouth. Frickin' traitor, hey? Those were just some, hard times. Nothing serious. I was stuck. I was drunk. Too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up your bad memories, Daiso. Thanks. You said you were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto gave me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It was one of the ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait there a second, I might have it in the storeroom still. Dang it. Sorry, Army, hold on a second. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. It's yours, Detective. Hey, no wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl. An idol named Ruby. Reina. No, Ruby, see, it says right there on the cover. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. That means you're still looking for her. I wonder why we keep running into each other. Weird luck, I guess. Yeah, I don't buy it. You're a hell of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. Ha, if you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I started getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Naomi. Take care, Daiso. We went from looking for one clue and ended up finding a different clue. Welcome back, Detective. This is my book I see in your hands. I can't help but say I'm surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is this Mars Sparrow you mentioned? Very astute, Detective. Does this surprise Surprise you? Every step I take, it's her in my shadow. If the mask and the dark really are linked, then maybe it is true, but how? I know that somehow the girl's path and the mask collided as by chance. What circumstances led to this intersection are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history as something in the distant past, but when old men in black and white pictures, that book, that girl, as much as a part of the history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present, then the people, each other, are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection, and the remnants of our universe comes into a neat order. How exactly does Reina relate to an ancient group? Something doesn't add up. Oh, that, detective, we can agree. Perhaps one as perceptive as you can connect the line in a way that a creaky old mind like mine cannot. So why don't we start at the beginning? To how the mask ceased to be a mere object. The story starts in ancient times, in the year 1333. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan, led by the Hojo clan. It was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cynical, and like so many before them and after, their time of peace came to an end. The Nita clan, loyal to Emperor Go-Daigo, led a siege against Hojo-controlled Kamakura, taking the city as the tide receded, leaving a key passage open to the invaders. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them, there was no hope of victory or an escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. However, the Hojo and Nita clans, embroiled in their quests for empire, could not see the role they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kamen Kai. It is said that the flames of Kamakura, a girl, was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to the histories by the name of Chikako Shichijo, the last survivor of Kamen Kai. They all died. Surely that means whatever the Kami Kai were trying to do, they failed. No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Shinchijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded, to become the first mask bearer. Mask bearer? The old Kami Kai used the deaths of all those people to create this? Why? Legend has it, the Kami Kai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousnesses cease to be and time holds no meaning, a place where cause and effect can be altered. Reina referred to something like that too, but if it really exists, why is it so dangerous? Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are have no consequences. Even the dead could be risen up. The danger was not the door itself, but men. To a mortal mind obsessed with vanity of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power would corrupt Absolutely. So, a dark place was created to obscure the door, hide it from the mortal eyes, along with the tool that could control it. Impossible as it is, this explains so much of what I've seen. If it's true, then finding the door, it's how I could bring him back. Some doors, no matter how strong they call to us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kami Kai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind to all who come in contact with it, but it is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way in the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected. That is the mystery. As Mr. Kawana told you, the last known location of the mask was the Kamin Kai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kami Kai under Tokimasa. They existed, and then one day they met their end. A blink of an eye, as far as history is concerned. There weren't many theories that the police killed them during their raid of the compound. That some within the cult had snapped and murdered the others. You think Reina was involved with these people? I wonder if there's anything about it left in the police headquarters. That is only where I will start. Finding out about the last days of the Kami Kai may help light your path to the truth. Though, I wonder if such an object bred from suffering can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? I spent a long time here. I'm tired. So tired. Farewell, detective. Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything that I've experiencing, like he was reading it out of a book. A mass suicide? Ancient groups? A door to the spiritual realm? It sounds like a myth. An interesting story to told to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reina. I can't see it. The bridge between Kamakura samurai and a young girl? He said he couldn't fit into the story. She's a mask bearer. But how? Yasu is the collector. I thought when I met them, I entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly. But my institution as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyway? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night, hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Well, that's called working a lot in climate change. Everything's blurring together. Ah, my head. Maybe I should take my medication. Impossible as it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understand the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened to the Kami Kai. Finding the police report is the way forward. A few weeks ago it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It would be a bit more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst what can happen? I should head to Police HQ and see what I can find. Now we're going to go back to the lion's den. Alright. That's a greeting. Tara. I'm gonna need to give him like a snobby voice. Oh, Seed, you've got to be kidding me. Funny, me and some other guys were just talking about you after the practice the other day. Especially, we were taking bets to see how long it would be before you showed your face here again. Shame, coming here now will cost me 10,000 yen. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tomorrow. Hope you enjoying my promotion. Oh yeah, thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, no active duty cops. Or you, in other words, aren't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? Well, I'm not gonna be rude, I'm just gonna ask for a favor. Oh man, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So, what do you want me to do, Etio? Sneak into the evidence log and steal your gun back for ya? Ha ha ha, like I'd do anything for you. The brass has already told me everyone in the damn station is steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, by yourself excluded, I suppose. I wouldn't expect anyone to do any favors from here on out, if I were you. And I rather not. And I rather not. People see us talking, think we're all friendly on something. Now get out of here, before I have the cold someone down here. Well, that escalated. Well, I prefer not to make a scene at a police station. Because things would have been, a lot worse. Especially threatening someone who, is too full of himself. Why don't you show me back here to Asakusa? Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, my investigation is top notch. I'm surprised to see you back here. How can I help you, detective? I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh good, and Takashi. What is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Damn me too. Are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi. Must have noticed there's something off about him. Like the collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer you some advice. What are you feeling right now? It's not him, it's you. The more time I spent researching the Kamikai in the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who had become unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Video. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right. I train many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taiya, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, Detective Taiya. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put it, his brash personality. Brash is the very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Taria's about the only useful link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train him with all the time, I was hoping you might, something would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Tara? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you to do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Tyra actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excesses are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone is actually getting married to that slime? That poor girl. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently, they're quite happy together. Oh yeah? I see how long that lasts. May I ask, what exactly Tyra did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? You should be asking him that. Ever since it started, he's looked down on me, never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, it would shut him up for once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I've won. It's all fallen apart now though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has the smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra, not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yes, thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No. I can't judge the inner workings of the police force. But, what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn the promotion, honestly. Often I watch my students spar. I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral end of this story? Patience, ATO. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they decide the outcome. Strengths, students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, who is someone who resigns themselves to defeat, desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's its expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You see that unless I can break Tara's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tara, who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard, enough for me to win this fight. Sound about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Say, Saki? It's a gift. Wow, that's so bad for me. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Tara, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tara. Oh. Yeah, I was thinking you were being nice. This is very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tara's favorite. Gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole? A promotion to my position? Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of women he likes. Much as it pays me to admit it, that might work. Thanks for the sake. Alright. Oh no, I'm not becoming an alcoholic just yet. We can drink to our heart's content when we see something really more awful. But in saying that, we saw our partner died, so what could be worse than that?